Yeah, Seattle.
Yeah, definitely Seattle.
All right. Sunday night game, Chargers at Steelers. Oh, I think wasn't this game originally a 4 o'clock game or a 1 o'clock game or something like that?
It did get
Yeah,
flexed
it got
to,
flexed.
And people say it hurts the Steelers that it's not a 1 o'clock game anymore. I think it helps them because the Steelers are so awesome in prime time. So I'm going with the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, I can't pick Phillip Rivers to beat Big Ben in Pittsburgh anymore. Has he done it once? I believe.
I don't think so.
I don't
think
believe so. You know what? I think there was that one
tight
time.
games.
Or
Was that a time?
maybe I'm thinking somebody else in a night game with LaDainian Tomlinson. That's how
Jet-
far back.
Maybe when he was on the Jets, Tomlinson. I don't know.
But I just don't see Rivers coming in here, whether it's 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., 1 a.m., 8 p.m. It doesn't matter. I'm going Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers. I like the way they're right now. The way they're playing, other than when you actually give the team the ball 5 times and don't take it away, which is pretty not very often. I like the Steelers against most teams at home, and yeah, I think that's going to be a nice prime time game, the rebound game from last week's debacle.
The last time they were in Pittsburgh, the Chargers won. That was in December of 2012. They won 34-24.
Okay.
And I think that was like a game that the Steelers really needed to win, but and that really screwed them or something like that.
Yeah, and I think Gordon's out for several weeks.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon is
that's going to hurt them. Yeah,
that's going to definitely.
Although Eckler's pretty good.
Eckler's
not bad. I think they got to. I'll tell you what. I think they got to watch out for that Justin Jackson. I mean, he's one of the best running backs in Big Ten history, and they got him in the freaking 7th round. He had a nice little game, 7 carries for 57 yards. Had a nice run last week. I think that he could be more dangerous than Eckler this week.
Well, Steelers are used to a running back gashing them after last week.
Oh, God.
I don't even know what the drama is now. Something about, I mean, this is basically manufactured, that they're mad that Ben is criticizing people or...
I don't even think the Steelers care, though.
I was just on the fan talking to Zeiss about this because people were losing their minds, saying that the media is blowing this out of proportion because they don't like. I guess Ben said he would rather go to Juju 4 times there. Is that what he said?
Something like, yeah, that's what I heard. He said
really?
He wanted to go to Juju 4 times in a row or something.
Yeah, wow. So immediately the media responds, or so, I don't know who it was in the media.
Probably Pony.
With, does that mean that Juju's now your number 1? Antonio Brown's not your number 1? Right. And Ben said, well, I got a lot of number 1 guys, Vance. But he named everybody, but,
except
Washington, the practice squad as being a number 1. And I guess that's it. Kind of here we are.
Unless it was just. Juju had such a strong game. I wonder if that was just saying, hey, he had 13 catches for like 200 yards almost.
Well, I think he mentioned that AB didn't run the right route or something like that. Or
he said something about that, the way the corner was against him, that he should have maybe cut underneath him or something, or made a little bit of a different route. But
it's turned into people throwing each other under the bus, and I think this all stems back. I don't know what week it was where Antonio Brown made a comment in the media that he can't throw the ball to himself.
So maybe it was just a little bit of a shock.
I think this is kind of maybe Big Ben is getting sick of the. With number 1, this is diva versus diva. Big Ben's a diva. Don't let anybody get it twisted. But I think this is diva versus diva right now, and he's kind of sick of Antonio Brown in Bell's annex. Well, Bell's gone now, and they haven't won nothing with him.
Right.
I think, and he's getting sick of it because he knows you don't got much more left in the tank at this point.
Yeah, they're saying maybe he's probably been saying this internally for weeks, and he got tired of it and not getting any. Of it being ignored. So maybe his tactic is now, okay, now I'm going to say something publicly.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him doing it. He did it to Martavis Bryant several times as well, just trying to like him, and same with Washington now, and
But
also the AB thing. But
I think that was a bad. As a coach, all this stuff. I think that was a bad move. I think everything here could have been avoided if all he would have said. I mean, and this being the Hall of Fame quarterback he is, the quote unquote leader of the team, all he had to say was, "Look, that play at the goal line, that was on me. I mean, I that throw was on me, and
he
the
should
guy
have
made
never
the
thrown that.
best. The guy made a career play. He made a great play and left it at that.
That entire play was just doomed.
that whole
He should have
drive,
just thrown it out of the end zone.
that whole like sequence was a mess from the start.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'd rather them spread them out.
First and goal from the 3. I mean, if with our offensive line and Connor, if you can't get 3 yards or down to like
exactly, just run it.
Where they can like run a QB sneak, I mean, you shouldn't even be on the field. So I don't care what defensive front or line is coming up on you. If you got DeCastro and Pouncey and throw Nix in there and you can't get a couple yards, I mean, they had a minute and a half left. It's not like they had to throw. So that kind of angered me that even if you run it once, if it doesn't work, I don't mind them trying something maybe on second or third. But
you know what that was? They got Brian Billick. He always wanted to feel like he's the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah,
like somebody wanted to feel like they were the smartest guy in the room on that little play.
It was like Seattle in the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Or like it was like a Todd Haley sequence. Maybe he took over for a series.
Exactly. Keep it simple and do what you do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, should have been done, especially with all that time they had. They could have let time run down. It was no rush.
But I mean, that is the other issue. Is they threw so much in that Denver game? Is that because why? I mean, what, do they not have faith in Connor anymore, or are they trying to save him, or what's going on?
To me, I wonder if it just had something to do with how they thought the rookie was going to play against Miller, and he ended up being really good. But they might have been trying to avoid that being an issue. But then it doesn't make sense then if they're going to throw that much either.
I think they were also taking into account the problems on the injuries on the O-line and Connor fumbling. They didn't want that to happen again. So they said, look, we got a Hall of Fame quarterback here. We're going to let him chuck it. Or maybe Ben said that he was going to chuck it.
I mean, and the whole issue of who's the number one wide receiver is just really stupid. Juju is so successful. I mean, he is great. He's great at what he does, but he's successful because he doesn't get the coverage that AB gets.
Yeah, AB's still getting the majority of the double.
Exactly.
Yeah,
reverse the coverage.
I love me some fantasy football, but guys, let's not get caught up in the numbers over a couple games when people are triple covering AB like you guys are saying.
Yeah.
He's still number one, and the last time I checked the payroll, he's definitely still number one.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Somebody brought this up. I kind of did a live thing before this. What happens to Juju? He's done. I think his rookie contract is up in a couple years. Are they going to pay him big money to keep him? Or
yeah, I mean, I think 1,000,000%. I think they're going to lock him up, and honestly, they may even do it here early coming up.
Yeah, they have a little bit of money to go with now with Bell being out.
Right.
You know what? You hit it on the head. Maybe that's their plan. Is they're gonna go get Juju early, and maybe they can get him in the field and get a little bit of a discount there. How long is Brown signed through?
I'm not sure because it was like 5 years, but he restructured last year so I don't.
I'm trying to think if they're thinking maybe he's up. Yeah, I mean.
I think he signed a couple years ago.
He re-signed, 2 years ago is when I think he got the big deal. And then
wait a minute. So
restructured, I think they did that whole thing where it turned into a big signing bonus. And then he only made like 800,000 or something for the year, technically getting all the money up front so they could save it.
Okay, maybe if in February. Well, yeah, but usually that's just converting regular salary to a signing bonus so that you could free up some money or something like that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
In February of 2017, they agreed to a contract extension that was 4 years, $68 million.
Okay.
So 2020. I mean, it's not too far. I mean, it's not too far away. That's definitely what they're doing. I think you're right, Mark. They're gonna throw some money at Juju here. Maybe even after this offseason. I mean, after this season.
Maybe. I mean, he's still pretty young, so I don't know if they want to see how he's going to keep progressing another year. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Isn't that kind of what he did?
Ben loves him, so.
Isn't that what they kind of did with Antonio Brown when the whole Mike Wallace thing happened? They're like, "Oh, you don't want to be with us? Okay, we'll just give all the money to AB." And
that's literally what they did. Like, they took that unsigned check and said, "Okay, here you go, AB."
Right? Yeah, that was
the right guy.
Exactly. Well, imagine if we got stuck with Mike Wallace. Oh boy. The Monday night game, Redskins at Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles because poor Alex Smith is still trying to pick up pieces of his leg.
That's brutal.
I actually think they're better with Colt McCoy, maybe. I'm not an Alex Smith fan. I just can't stand him.
Yeah, I don't particularly like him either.
You mean now they're actually throwing the ball more than 5 yards down the field?
Yeah, I mean, they got over the 4.7 air yards with Alex Smith, and now they can actually throw it a little bit. Jordan Reed has come to life like Weekend at Bernie's.
There you go.
But the Eagles got to win this game, especially if Dallas loses on Thursday. I mean, they're going to be in prime position to win this division and right back in it. I'm going Eagles at home.
Yeah, I'll take the Eagles. I think they'll be a little bit desperate, and I'm not. Yeah, again, I don't. I mean, they're just like hit or miss with me. They're
fighting for their
500 teams. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're still one of the most overrated teams and overvalued betting wise in the league. But I'm going to go with them after the Redskins looked terrible this past week, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they didn't look very good.
All right, guys. Well, let's do this. How about Monday, since it's a late game.
Yeah, I won't be in any shape to.
It could be interesting. It could be colorful.
It could be. Yeah. Actually, we may, just for the sake of our younger listeners here, if there are any, we may have to push that to Monday.
Yeah. All right, guys. This is fun. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, good job, guys. Later.
Yep. Thanks for listening. We'll be back Friday with another episode to preview the Steelers-Chargers game. Thanks again to Mark Hagelauer and Coach Warzu. Talk to you later. Another episode is in the bag. At the end of the universe, it's right here. At the end of the universe, but there's really nothing to fear. At the end of the universe, sit back, have another beer. At the end of the universe, chat, talking Steel. At the end of the universe,
Special or coffee?